Well, hello, I'm Joanna Clark with Blissful Baby Sleep Coaching, and I am so excited to be here today to interview another amazing female-owned business owner. This is Dr. Kiser of University Chiropractic in Palo Alto, California. Welcome, Dr. Kiser. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks, Joanne. I'm excited to be here.
Yes. So as you probably have seen throughout the month of March, I've been really focusing on partnering, promoting, and supporting women-owned businesses as part of my brand's annual gratitude project associated with WO3 Connect, which is really a grassroots effort to really acknowledge women-owned businesses that are doing incredible things in our communities. And I know Dr. Kiser is here in my personal community, and she has an amazing practice. And so I wanted to have everyone learn about what she does over at University of Chiropractic. So tell us a little bit more about your particular business.
Yeah, so we're a chiropractic wellness center in downtown Palo Alto. We do specifically corrective chiropractic care. We do work with people of all ages. So from brand new to 90-year-olds. We really focus on the whole person. So obviously, the spine and nervous system is our primary focus, but we also help people with different things such as nutrition, exercise, mindfulness, whatever it is that the individual needs to be not just out of pain, but really at a level of optimal health and optimal function.
Right. And that's what I love is that when you go into their office, it is all about like not just dealing with the symptoms. It's more like, okay, we're going to go deeper than that. We're going to help you with the reason why you showed up, right? Because we often show up to something like chiropractic care because we're having a symptom.
That's right.
But Dr. Kiser wants to go way below. She's going to give you the symptom relief for sure. But we're going to go below that and really go into everything, like, like everything you said, plus like detoxification and things like that are so important, that are contributing to the symptom. So we're going several layers down. And our whole staff is, educated in this way. It's a very bright and cheery environment to go into. It's very lively. It's just a great community of people that are really all about optimal health. I love that. So what, tell me now, you mentioned that you work with brand new babies, like literally brand new, like out of the womb, up to 90. And I would imagine you work with pregnant moms. Can you kind of take us through a little bit what you do with pregnant mommies, and then when the newborn comes, and kind of how maybe those first from pregnancy and those first 6 months of life, the things that you've been helping moms and with during their postpartum?
Yeah, so a number of things happen during pregnancy, as we all know, as far as the spine and alignment. Different conditions can come up, such as, back pain or sciatica or, carpal tunnel syndrome. A wide range of symptoms that often will bring a pregnant mother into the office. And we have special tables designed for pregnancy to accommodate the growing womb. And so taking care of the mothers from that perspective. And then with the babies, really checking babies from day one. A lot of people would question, like, because again, chiropractically speaking, a lot of people know that chiropractic helps with symptoms. But the question would be, well, why would a brand new baby get checked? And what we're really doing when we check babies is we're checking for spinal alignment. So not to get too deep, but with the spinal column and nervous system, essentially the nervous system is controlling every other system in the body. So how the body communicates is from the brain through the spinal cord, out through the nerves to every tissue cell and every organ in the body. So this is how our body's running, how we exist, and even down to a neuroreceptor on a cell. This is how everything is functioning. So what can happen, and in chiropractic college, we were actually required to watch, back in the day, videos of the birthing process. And that was part of our training. And one of the things that I realized way back then was that the very first trauma we can have in life is often the birth process. So what I will never forget is this one video I was watching where this doctor literally had his foot up on the table, this little baby's head in his hands, and was twisting and pulling, and you can see this little baby just, really, it was traumatic. And so oftentimes the very first misalignment happens in the spinal column at birth. And again, most people don't realize that. Instead, and of course, with babies, just like animals, they're nonverbal. So what happens is, what they can do is they can cry to let us know that there's, that they're not feeling good or whatever. But a lot of times it's hard to detect what's going on. And so symptoms and things that come up with babies that we've seen in practice when they do have what we call subluxations or misalignments in their spine are things like colic, constipation, acid reflux. I've had babies who haven't been latching on. So there's all kinds of things that can go on that are seemingly unrelated to the spine and nervous system, that we've had excellent results with.
Okay, so I want everybody who is pregnant or has a new baby to be really acknowledging that if you can find a pediatric chiropractor who's trained and certified, so that's the key thing, right? Because Dr. Kiser's like many years of practice, but also many years of continuing education in specific pediatric chiropractic care, that from the pregnancy through those very, very early days to really be supportive to this baby. And I know from working with families who I'm usually the one that is diagnosing silent reflux or reflux. And I know a child that's suffering from reflux does not sleep.
Yeah.
And I also know that until the reflux is calmed down and managed, we can't do anything to improve sleep. And so the first thing I do is refer out to pediatric chiropractic so that the baby can get relief, and the parents can get relief, because now they understand why the baby's so uncomfortable, instead of wondering about everything else, like, oh, are they teething? Are they this? Or they, no, it's like, this is like a base level. And oftentimes, and I think you would agree that like babies that are really suffering from at least reflux or like an earache or things like that, they're already upregulated. And so what you mentioned earlier is like this component of really understanding why the nervous system is the one that's being affected. And then that nervous system is causing, these cascade of challenges. And so to come and get the proper care for yourself and for your child allows the nervous system to come down.
100%.
Right? And, we all need that.
100%. It's our life force. It's everything.
It's right. Everything. It's everything. And then, so you guys, constipation, reflux, latching, earaches, colic. Okay, if you're a parent, there's no way you're getting through the first 5 years without one or all of those happening.
100%. And in fact, it was it's so important to me that it was the very first thing I did with my boys. The moment they came out was I felt their spine, gently felt their spine, checked for motion, which is, one of the ways that we check the function of the spine. And I actually did that before I put him up to my breast to feed him.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's like so instinctual. Yeah, you're like, okay, first things first. I'm a mama, but I'm first things first. I'm also, yes, no, I love that. I love that. Yeah, so you can see how she's just that Dr. Kiser is not only so knowledgeable and has so much experience, but just really understands this whole picture, right? So amazing. So what are you most excited about right now in your women-owned business?
I'm super excited about our team. We've got a really great team, and we've been training a lot. So that's very exciting. And we also have a couple of events coming up. Okay. Prior to COVID, we had done a lot of community events. So we'd gone out and done, dinners and talks and corporate. I've done corporate wellness talks and things like that. And that kind of got shut down, but we're getting back out there. So this upcoming month in April, is really, we're getting back out in the community, and that just feels amazing. So the first thing we're doing, we have our community dinner at what's it called? True Foods Kitchen. It's Stanford Shopping Center. So it's a nice, healthy restaurant.
Very healthy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm going to go out, and April for us is our topic is detoxification. So so we'll have the detox talk that I'll be giving. It's a 20 to 30 minute talk at the restaurant, and we're providing a complimentary dinner. And that'll be our first event on April 4th. And then the next event we have coming up is what we call our Patient Appreciation Day. And that's going to be on Earth Day, which is April 22nd. Great. And again, tying that back into detoxification. So not just talking about detoxifying the body, but really how do we detoxify our households? So what are we using for our cleaning products, our shampoo or makeup, all these things. So we really want to create that level of awareness and consciousness around detoxification. And then of course our Patient Appreciation Day is on Earth Day. And so it all kind of ties in together to create a healthier planet. So that's really what it's all about.
I love that, creating a healthier planet, kind of one person at a time.
100%.
Yes. 100%. And at that Patient Appreciation Day, I think you said that people are going to have an opportunity to get like a 5-point evaluation to kind of, tell us about that.
Yeah. So what we do at our office is we have what we call a 5-point evaluation. And essentially what that is we do a postural analysis, range of motion testing, neurologic testing, orthopedic tests, and then digital x-rays for adults if necessary. And that we use all that information to gather and study what's happening with the individual's health and their, again, overall level of function and well-being. If someone is having a symptom, we can kind of look for the cause of that symptom. But we really we have that full evaluation to get the big picture of what's going on with the individual.
Amazing. So all of you that are here in the Bay Area, let's all remember April 22nd is this amazing opportunity to come to her office, which again is so lively and beautiful, and not only learn, but maybe even get a 5-point evaluation to just kind of make sure you don't want to end up there because of symptoms. It's nice to kind of like be feeling optimal all the time instead of, hobbling in. Amazing. And, one question I forgot to ask you that I just think is so important about what also makes your practice so unique is, can you tell them a little bit about the history of University Chiropractic?
Yeah. So University Chiropractic is actually the oldest chiropractic practice in Palo Alto. Yeah. So it goes back close to, I would say 80 years. I don't have the exact date that it was founded. And it had gone through several different owners during that period of time. We purchased University Chiropractic in 2005.
Yeah, long time ago.
Yeah, and it was in an old house on Bryant Street. And we then moved down to another location on Bryant Street where we're at for around 10 years. And then we moved here to our current location, I think maybe like 2.5 years ago, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been around for a long time.
Amazing. Yeah. So here we have this female, woman-owned business that has this huge long lineage, and she's been holding it steady for, what's the math on 2023 to 2025? That's a long time, right? So, and still going strong and definitely part of the community. So that's amazing. Okay. So in terms of again, we're celebrating women-owned businesses. It's WO3 Day is this coming Saturday, March 25th. But the whole month, we're just trying to make an emphasis of how just this consciousness of how can we partner, promote, and support female-owned businesses. So I asked Dr. Kiser, who are 2 female-owned businesses that you are really, affiliated with or using or excited about? And she has 2 great ones. So you want to tell us who you're loving right now?
Yeah, the first one I'd say is Palo Alto Reiki. The gal's name is Kirsten. And I'm not sure how old Kirsten's business is. I think she's relatively new in business. I know she'd been in corporate prior to finding her true calling as a Reiki practitioner. And the cool thing is I was mentioning this, we had Kirsten out to our office a couple weeks ago, and Kirsten, and we did Reiki. It was a 2-day workshop, and we were able to get my whole team certified level 1 in Reiki. And Kirsten's just an amazing person, and, highly recommend her. So one of the things that I'm going to be doing is definitely going to be leaving her some reviews, just kind of in support of the work that she's doing. I mean, she is really all heart, and really passionate about serving people. And I think she's actually a gifted healer. She's really got some great energy. And so I'm going to be supporting her. And then the other one is Ori, who's a doula friend of ours. And so I know Ori is also a Reiki practitioner. And I'm going to find out a little bit more about what she's up to right now to see if I can actually maybe support her in her process of growth as well. So I'm excited.
Amazing. So I love that because, and I love that she's putting all this into action, right? So she knew about Kirsten, who's a Palo Alto Reiki, and was like, oh my gosh, amazing. Hey, why don't you come into my office with my whole team and educate us and actually, help us get certified in level 1, which is just so perfect. It's so communal. You know what I mean? It's like you're helping another woman-owned business and you're helping your team simultaneously. I mean, it's just, and building more, community within your team because you guys are all like-minded and thinking the same way and talking the same language and all of that. Amazing. So yeah, so you guys, so did you hear that, right? She's already got a plan for WO3 Day. She knows that she is going to go out and write a review for Palo Alto Reiki to validate all the amazing work that she is doing in the world. So thank you for participating in that energy of WO3 Day. Well, Dr. Kiser, it's been amazing to speak with you. So I want to just remind everybody where they can find you so that if they want to go to the April 4th talk on detoxification at True Foods, if they want to come on April 22nd to your open house where they can get one of those 5-point evaluations, or they want to just start coming to your practice and just start getting the care that they need, again, from newborn to 90, right? So, and especially if you're pregnant right now or have a new baby, or let's get you in there and get the support you need to stay optimal. So how can everybody help find you, Dr. Kiser?
Yeah, there's so online, our email or our website is universitychiro.com.
Okay.
And we're University Chiropractic. Our office is located at 159 Homer Avenue in Palo Alto. And we're literally right next door to Whole Foods, which is great and convenient. Yes. And then Pete's Coffee, which is also convenient. So,
right. So parking is easy, you guys. Parking's so easy. And then you can go run errands afterwards.
Yeah, totally. Exactly. Get your coffee, do your grocery shopping, get your adjustment.
Yeah, exactly. Get some Reiki. Exactly.
Yeah, I love it.
Right. And then how about your handles on Instagram or any other social media? What is your, are you at?
I actually, I'll have to contact my
It's okay.
My person on
we'll
that.
Put them in. Yeah. We'll put them in the show notes, you guys. Okay. So right now, just, Google University Chiropractic in Palo Alto. So thank you so much, Dr. Kiser. Keep doing all the beautiful things you're doing for your patients and for the community at large. Thank you
so much. I really appreciate it.